Hello everyone. Um, Today I am going to be doing a review on my Grand Theft Auto 5 Space Stalker model that I have built. I'm sure that some of you do already know what this is. If you don't, then this is what the review is going to be for. Or in case that if you already know about this, you're gonna probably learn some stuff in here you probably never knew that this could do. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with the outside part first. These wheels, you probably could already tell, these are rubber. As you can see, you squeeze them like that, you know. And I made this little custom it's stuck. It's supposed to move. Oh, there we go. Got it. Why is it so blurry? There we go. But yeah, it doesn't work, but it's a really cool, decoration idea to put in there. And the switch wasn't as long as I wanted it to be, so I took a piece of wire, and then I stuck a screw there. I stuck a screw there on that top part, and then on the bottom I just stuck the switch to the other side. And yes, there are wires inside of that thick outside plastic part. I just took them out. And these seats I just had laying around. Both this and this were actually from tiny little fan was falling. It came from this, which I then folded and used it to build that. And how I did it was, I just did it with pliers, I did it with pliers and I did this with it. This is not really what it's meant to be for, but it worked. I mean, it's not the most efficient way of trying to bend this in the shape you need it, you know, but it worked. Here, put that there. This is an audio thing, a little audio plug. I did have it plugged into my phone before I got this tiny Bluetooth device. Excuse me. But now that I can connect it to Bluetooth, I don't have to worry about ruining the headphone plug on my phone. So my mom ordered this for me off of eBay. It was like $2, maybe even $3. I'm not 100% sure. And in there, right here, is a speaker. What's that smell? Sorry, it just smells like something like under the house. It's not a very good smell. It's horrible. It reeks. This little thing I added here was so that I can use one of my helicopters, my custom built helicopters that I made. It doesn't actually fly, but I just play around with it, and kind of pull this around, and this took some time for me to figure out how to work, because I had to use some hot glue, and then the hot glue came off, and I had to redo it. Then I had to bend these wires in the shape I needed them. So yeah, this was a very tough thing to do. Another thing that was tough is these. These are like thicker than these wires over here, and I basically cut them in the same same length as every other one that I had made. And since I ran out of the hot glue that I had to go and use the old one, which had this kind of weird dingy color to it. So that's why this looks different from the other. These are supposed to be some kind of tanks or something that these wires connect to. Not 100% sure what this mechanism is supposed to be. And I'm talking about like in the game. But I don't know if I can figure it out here either. And I also added on some stuff that I thought would be cool to add on to this. Like, I added a little engine cooling thing, as you could see. If I could ever get the camera to zoom, there we go. Yes, there's actually water in there. Let me try to get this thing out first. Let's see if I can get this thing to adjust. Yeah, as you can see, there's a tiny, tiny drop of water right there. That can prove it to you that there is water. So, that it doesn't actually do anything, I mean, if I had something like this that works that well to do that would be pretty sweet. Underneath it, this one is complete. This exhaust thing is complete, but this one isn't, because I still need to find a piece of pipe thing just like this one to put on this side, because I'm afraid that the wood is going to snap, and then I'm not going to be able to fit the pipe on there properly. So yeah. And these I just filled in with hot glue, and then just colored it with a black marker. Same thing that I did for this. And this side, this little thing here on the outside is actually plastic. It came from a plastic mini cup. This one, I'm not really sure where it came from. But yeah. Pretty sweet. And this, I originally did try to fill this with hot glue, but it ended up melting the little container, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put some wood glue in there, even though it's probably not gonna dry, but it seems like it's finally drying up, because I mean, this is a lot harder than what it was. Or maybe that's just because of all that hot glue I have on it. And it's some glow in the dark paint. I have it right here. This is what I used here. To paint these wires. And honestly, I thought that they weren't going to work as good. But apparently this is a really good thing to use. I mean, if you got a black light, this thing will work. Like, really well. And here, let me see if I could do this. It's probably not going to capture it very well, but there's some shock absorbers. You see, it went up and down like that. Anyway, you get it. You get the idea. And here's the steering wheel that I should have done earlier. It actually turns, but it doesn't turn the wheels like from left to right. I mean, if I would have thought of that sooner, I probably wouldn't have done all of this. This battery right here. This battery is, it connects to this motor in the back. So it connects to the motor like that. It never made that before, that noise. That's just because that hood was up against this. See? Okay, stop! Uh-oh, okay. I thought it was stuck. And then here's this volume thing that I put here. See this little circuit board? And not this, but this, that tiny little round thing you're looking at right here, if you could see it. Not sure if you can, but it's there. Let's see if I could lift this up to where, yeah, there we go. That's better. And then above that, that's where the radio is, and that's a little glove compartment, and there's the little keyhole thing that I put. The volume thing is not connected to anything. I just have the wires running underneath it for right now until I figure out how I'm gonna do it. So, yeah. I could use solder, but I'm not sure if using solder is the best idea or option to go with when you're using something with these particular wires. But I plan on using the solder, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that just yet. So right now, the solder is just going to be set to the side right here by my markers and stuff. I thought it was going to fall. And then here is a speaker, another speaker. This is actually a speaker on top of a speaker. This speaker right here, it's hard to see, but it's there. See that shiny silver part? That's another speaker. I originally wasn't going to add this, but I was like, I have to have a use for it. Even though it's not really usable, I have to put it in there. I have to use it. I have to put it in something, you know? I'm very conservative about the things that I use. I try to use many things as possible. Like, I try to reuse as many things as I can. I really wish I could show you the art room and stuff right now, but it's just a mess. And then these red plugs, these two red wires, I mean, they connected to the audio cord in the front. And then this little thing right here is just to connect this to another vehicle or just connect it to a trailer, which I do have. It's just not in this room right now. It's right next to me. It's in the room next to me. Here, yes, this is another speaker. I'm not sure if this is supposed to look like a speaker, but trust me, it is a speaker. I'm not sure if it does work, but last time I checked, it did actually work. And for these two black things right here, I just did that so that way less light would come through the top right there. Because the lights when they're on, they come through the glue, so I had to use a black marker to fix that issue. And then here's that battery that turns the lights on. I mean, they're a lot better. Just think of it as it being a little bit darker than what you would see like this with the same lighting. It looks a lot better in person. Because my camera's not the best. I have Android. Comment down below if you like this project and if you like Apple better than Android. Because honestly, Apple, I think they make better products and stuff. Their mobile stuff is a lot better than the Android, in my opinion. Oh, and these things that look like trash cans, these I got from what was that restaurant? Waffle House. I got them from Waffle House. These two antennas up here are this one I think was from a TV or a radio. This one was from some kind of old cable thing that didn't have any channels. So I just took that off and used it. So yeah. Pretty cool project. I really do like it. And yeah. I think that's gonna wrap it up for the project, and if you have any more questions or something that I didn't mention in the video, please do let me know, and I'll either reply or make another video. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video and share it with some of your friends. And tell them that this video is something that is worth watching. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this review. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.